Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a privacy mystery that many of us might have experienced without even realizing it. What happens when you delete Facebook and TikTok from your iPhone, but your device keeps sending data to Facebook servers and other suspicious sites? Is your phone spying on you? And what can you do about it? Let's break it down. Using a Reddit thread from a user who uncovered some pretty unsettling info about data being sent even when you think your phone is clean. Stick around until the end for tips on how you can protect yourself. So here's the story. A Reddit user, let's call them Severe Masterpiece 85, had recently deleted Facebook and TikTok from their iPhone. But despite this, their phone was still sending data to Facebook servers, including something called graph.facebook.com. Now you might think, but I deleted the apps. What's going on? Well, it turns out that even without Facebook or TikTok apps installed, the phone was still making these calls to Facebook servers. We're talking about background data being sent with no user input. This isn't just happening on one device either. The user checked all their Apple devices and only their iPhone was sending this data. So what exactly is going on here? Is Facebook secretly leaving a hidden app running in the background? According to the thread, it's a lot more insidious than that. The user noticed a connection to something called Graph API, a service Facebook uses for tracking and data collection. And it's not just Facebook apps that are using it. Other apps on the phone, unrelated to Facebook, were also making background calls to Facebook servers. This is when things start to get a little creepy. One user pointed out that Facebook's tracking ecosystem is so embedded in apps and websites that even without direct Facebook ties, your activity can still be tracked. Apps you've never heard of, websites you visit, all may be using Facebook's infrastructure to collect your data. It's like Facebook has its tentacles everywhere.
So, how do we protect ourselves from this kind of thing? The Reddit user had a few tips based on their findings. Disable background app refresh. This is key. Many apps run in the background, collecting data even when you're not actively using them. By turning off background app refresh, you can limit this data collection. Check app permissions. Regularly check what permissions you've granted to apps, especially ones you don't use frequently. If you see anything suspicious, revoke those permissions. Use a firewall. The user in the thread mentioned using a firewall to block unwanted traffic. But here's the catch. Firewalls only work on local networks. If you're on a public Wi-Fi, those calls can still go through. App Privacy Report. Apple introduced the App Privacy Report, which shows you which apps are accessing your data and what they're sharing. This is a super useful tool to spot which apps are talking to Facebook servers without your knowledge. Use a VPN. A VPN will mask your device's traffic and stop unwanted data from being sent out. However, you'll need to use a trustworthy service, especially when dealing with large companies like Facebook. At the end of the day, this issue speaks to a larger problem we're facing in the digital age: data privacy. Facebook and other tech giants have designed an ecosystem so pervasive that it's hard to escape, even when you delete their apps. But don't get discouraged. There's still a lot you can do to limit the data they collect on you. Stay vigilant. Keep an eye on what your apps are doing and take control of your privacy settings. So, what do you think? Has Facebook's tracking been as insidious as this Reddit thread suggests? Have you noticed any suspicious activity on your own devices? Let us know in the comments below.
And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss out on our latest privacy tips and tech discussions. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you in the next one.